Good morning. It is 8:30 a.m. on Monday, 4/12, April 12th, 2021. I'm Christiana Ellis, and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. Spent a lot of yesterday still just feeling a little bit, brain foggy. I woke up this morning still feeling like maybe I didn't quite get as much sleep as would have been ideal, but feeling a little better as far as that goes. So, hopefully that'll keep progressing um, in terms of feeling better, that is. So I am getting close to. I'm in the home stretch, I think, for Danganronpa V3. I'm gonna probably be almost done with that, and I'm looking into, or rather, I've still got a bunch of. Making sure my dog is not getting into trouble. I'm getting into, still have a bunch of Hitman 3 to play, but like there's so many games to play right now. Um, I've also just been thinking a little bit about my creative output lately, because a lot of my creative energy for a while now has gone into the D&D games that I run, and I haven't been writing much. Now, I don't want to, this is still something that's percolating in my head. It's not like I have finalized thoughts about this because it's also not fixed. But I have been feeling a little discouraged about my writing lately, honestly, and for a melange of complicated reasons. And I'm not saying that to like this. This is again, anytime I express some of these things, I'm always like, I weirdly feel like defensive that I don't want people to think that I'm like fishing for compliments or anything like that, because it's really more of an illustration of, I guess, just the complexity of creative output and how and everything that goes into that. Yeah, I think, but I think part of it is just that when those feelings of discouragement come around, they're easily able to adapt. So, like for example, if one of those thoughts, those discouraging thoughts, would be to say, I'm not actually any good. Someone could say, "Oh well, but I read this or that you wrote, and I really liked it." And the discouraging thought can easily just say, well, "Okay, well, maybe that one thing you wrote was okay, but you can't do it again," that sort of thing. And I'm not trying to wallow in those feelings right now so much as to recognize that those feelings almost come like they come independent of any actual condition, right? Like I think it's important to recognize that some of those types of thoughts can actually be completely independent of any actual tangible, verifiable element. It's almost like the weather. You know what I mean? Like, if you go outside and it's raining, you shouldn't think of like, oh man, I'm all wet. What a failure I am. It's like, no, it's because it's raining outside. And so what you need to do is you say, okay, well, it's raining outside, so if I don't want to be all wet, I have to take steps to protect myself against the rain. And so I think a lot of those thoughts are kind of like that. You know what I mean? Like, if you were going to embark on a project, you need to sort of prepare yourself to endure some of those kinds of thoughts. And I've been, struggling with that a little bit recently and just trying to think about what I want to do instead. One of the things that I've been hesitant to do is talk much about it, just because, I don't know, it feels like self-pitying or navel-gazing maybe, which is kind of a silly thing to worry about on this video. I just mean, it's like, oh no. The woman who does a daily short video first thing in the morning every day for years is worried about navel gazing. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm not sure I had any kind of a coherent point in there, as much as this is just a little bit of the soup that's simmering in my brain right now. So I'll go ahead and leave it there for now, and I will talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.